What were your impressions of this, the first WNBA game played in San Francisco and that crowd in that stadium?
Oh, it was so cool. Obviously, we're expanding, and it feels like it's going by so fast. But, it's my 12th year in the league. And, to see those new fans, I was saying, like, there's a lot of, you go to other places and you see fans who have been there for a long time, season ticket holders. They're just around, they're just WNBA fans, and there's so many out there. And they just kind of knew who we were, and we're so excited that we were there. The stadium was packed, and it was really cool. I mean, obviously you see the Warriors and their fan base and, what Steph and them have built. And it's carried right over into the Valkyrie. So it was really cool. The most important thing is we got a dub, but it was really cool to feel it for the first time. I thought it was awesome.
And that second half, really putting the clamps down to an 8-point third quarter that you held them to. What was kind of that halftime conversation like among everyone, and just it
wasn't much of a conversation. It was more of Cheryl has her moments where she knows she needs to, dig into us, and it was that moment, and it was about us. It was about our communication, our effort, intensity, and I think we're still finding our way. We have so many more levels we can get to get back to where we know we can. And I thought we took a great step in that game, but it's about communication and trust and just, flying around for each other on the defensive end. I think our offense has won us a couple of these games, but, we got to get our defense caught up.
How impressive is it then that you're 7-0? You feel like there's still multiple levels you can get to? It
is very impressive. It's a long season. I think we have 44 games now, which is crazy because when I first got in the league, it was like 32 or something. So I think we still have a long way to go, but it's step by step. We don't want to take regressing steps. We want to keep stepping forward, and especially during this Commissioner Cup time, everybody knows, we're talking about blah, blah, blah. But we want to come out and win every game and dictate every game, especially at home. So I'm excited to be here and get another chance at Phoenix because we felt like we didn't play well against Phoenix, so we're excited to be here at home, getting another chance at it.
First game of the season with a clean injury report. No, that's not going to happen every game during a 44-game slot. But does it kind of feel like the team's at full strength right now?
We're getting there. This is my fourth game back, and we're still finding our way. And that's the beauty of it. That's the journey of it, is that we get to do it together. And we know what it felt like last year when we were able to finally find that cohesion. And it'll come, and we know that we're just patiently waiting, but it's the work every day, those little 1% that we take every single day, and today's another chance to do that. And so, we're not looking ahead or anything like that. It's just how can we get better today.
Kayla, what do you like most about the way you guys have been playing in these first 7 games?
We're just so resilient. Just a lot of trust from the top down. Even some of our new players coming back like Jess. There's just so much trust because we've seen it all together, and I think that's what you see at the end of games when we're able to pull out games that maybe we shouldn't be winning or don't have business being in. We just have a lot of trust and resilience in one another, and we're communicating. We believe in one another too. I think that's the biggest thing is, we're always giving each other energy. You're never taking from it. So I think that's really special. That's a special part about this group.
Kayla, how has kind of your conditioning come along? Are you kind of feeling like you have your legs back under you now? I know after the first game you played 30 minutes on one practice.
Yeah, slowly but surely. I'm trying to do all the things that I can in between games and making sure that I'm ready come tip-off time, and that's how I've always been, very diligent in my preparation, and it's no different. Obviously I would love to have training camp and things like that because that's where you kind of get to knock all the rust off. I got to do it in the game, unfortunately. So
you guys did win.
Yeah, we did win. We did win, and it was at home, so I'm very grateful for that. But it's just step by step. Today I feel way better than I did yesterday and the day before that, so that's progress.
How's your impression of Jess been? Obviously, she was with the team last year, kind of got that sabbatical from the Lynx. How have you felt Jess has changed since the last time you played with her?
Jess has always been a really talented player, and I think she went overseas and kind of figured out who she was at this level. She's in great shape. She's very confident in what she brings to the table, and you can see that in her effort to do whatever she needs to do, if it's backing up feed, backing up land, playing 30 minutes, playing 15 minutes, and that's just the maturity that she's shown as a pro. But she's a winner, she knows how to do things to win games. Playmaker, great rebounder. So I've been really impressed with Jess so far, just in my short time back.
On the same note, just what have you seen from T this year compared to last year? I mean, confidence seems to be through the roof. She's getting you to crack up in press conferences.
Oh yeah, she's the best. T? She's the best, and that's just who she is. She's like that all the time. Like I know people see clips of them, her and Courtney in press conferences and stuff, but that's their energy and joy they come to work with every single day. So T's a great human being, first of all, and then secondly, I think she's just taking that step of confidence and knowing who she has to be for us, but who she is as a pro too. I think when you leave a team after you've been there for so long and then you come to a team, it's hard and you're gonna have your ups and downs, and I think last year she really solidified who she is as a backup point guard in this league. And, it's been great to see her just having fun and enjoying the moments, big moments, but we trust her in those moments. And I think it's just been a joy to see her kind of bloom into who she is as a pro, but then also who she is for us.
Was your appearance on their Twitch the first time you've ever been introduced via freestyle?
Yeah, it was amazing. It was amazing. Now, T said I should make her line my caption on my Instagram or something. I don't know. But, I love what they're doing. It's just bringing out their personalities and showing who they are even more. And so, yeah, I mean, the Stud Buds, make sure everybody go follow them, okay?
What makes this team so good in the clutch?
I mean, we do have one of the best coaches ever, that's for sure. And I think it's the diligence of how we practice every day, too. We're always doing end-of-game situations. If we're in this, the end of quarters, things like that, we're very prepared in that way. Cheryl's very, very good at that. I was always impressed with that. As, somebody's been around the league, she was always like that. And that carries over. So we have a lot of confidence in being in those moments, too, because we feel prepared. So kudos to Cheryl for having us prepared, but then us, going out there and making sure that we're doing the things that we need to do, getting the ball where it needs to go, and just making plays. And like I said, I think it's just the resilience and the trust, too, that we've built. Last year we went through so many different situations, down, up, coming back, overtime, blah, 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 and all those things, they build character and within this group, and we have a lot of trust within each other for sure.
Obviously, you're 7-0, but what's kind of the satisfaction level been of that 7-0?
Below average, below average, below. I think, like I said, I think just we have so many more levels to get to. Myself, there's so many layers, to who we are and who we were, but who we're trying to be in this year, and that's the journey that we're focused on. And so I think that, obviously we hold ourselves to a very high standard, knowing what we did last year, but it's also taking all those good things and making them better this year, and that's a process, and we're figuring that out. And obviously it's better with wins in the W's in the win column, but we're not satisfied with how we've been playing. We want more. That's the name of this season. We want more. So today's another crack at it.
Thanks, Kayla.
Thanks, guys.